About to get going from Kauffman Stadium, so without further ado, we get it out to the guys calling today's game, Justin Kutcher and Tom Verducci.
Thanks so much, Ryan. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Kansas City, getting set for the biggest game maybe in the last 25, 29 years here as the Tigers come to town to take on the Royals. In the opener last night, it was all Detroit, jumping all over Jason Vargas. 19 hits en route to 10 runs. Justin Verlander returned to being Justin Verlander, and the Tigers took game one 10-1. So that means the Tigers now have a game-and-a-half lead over the Royals in the AL Central, and the Royals trail the Oakland A's by a half game in the wild card. And hello to everybody, Justin Kutcher alongside Tom Verducci. And Tom, this is the biggest series here since 1985, standing room only. After last night's game, though, it feels like this is a must-win game for Kansas City.
Well, I think if you do the math, you would say no. A game and a half out with 10 to play, that's doable. But psychologically, it is a must-win game. The Tigers have beaten up on the Royals all year long. Especially important today because of who's getting the ball for Kansas City.
Of course, that's the ace, big games, James Shields. They acquired him in the offseason a couple years ago for this reason.
For this reason only, the pitch to win the big games, to win the big games. He's done that throughout his career. As the season dwindles down, his ERA goes down, his winning percentage goes up. He's a guy who likes to pitch on emotion, likes to pitch angry. And I think today you will see an angry James Shields coming off that 10-1 thrashing of the Royals last night.
And he, of course, is going up against the reigning Cy Young Award winner in the American League in Max Scherzer.
It's just been a magical couple of seasons for Max. Look at the Tigers' record. When he gets the ball the last 2 years, they win 75% of the time. Now, he's a lot like Shields, a guy with a mid-90s fastball, wipeout power changeup. And oh, by the way, a free agent at the end of the season. I can't wait for this game. You couldn't ask for a better matchup. Two aces next to last Saturday of the season.
This is the biggest game of the season in Major League Baseball. The Tigers and the Royals battling for the AL Central. We've got first pitch and starting lineups when we come back. Shields gets all set to take the field and take the mound here for the Royals as he will face this lineup for the Tigers. The Tigers starting lineup brought to you by Taco Bell. Sometimes you gotta live Moss. Kinsler will lead things off and play second. Torrey Hunter will bat second and play right. In the 3 holes of first baseman Miguel Cabrera. Victor Martinez will DH and back cleanup. Batting 5th, J.D. Martinez. Nick Castellanos will bat 6th and play 3rd. Eugenio Suarez will play short and bat 7th. Brian Holiday will catch and bat 8th, and batting 9th is Rajay Davis, the center fielder. And these are the numbers for James Shields.
Yeah, the thing I like about James Shields, you know about the reputation, the big game James. He pitches with emotion. He likes to get himself angry, even if he has to invent reasons to be angry. Maybe he doesn't like the seams on the ball, the mound's too wet. I think today maybe it's a 12 noon start here in Kansas City. Didn't have time for his croissants and coffee, perhaps.
Well, here's Ian Kinsler to lead things off here in this huge game for both teams. Kinsler first pitch swinging down the left field line, a foul ball.
And that will be a theme throughout the day with this Detroit lineup. One of the most aggressive swinging teams in the league. Love to jump on first pitches. This is not the kind of offense that will concede strike one to anybody.
Brad Ausmus in his first year as a manager for these Tigers. Ned Yost, manager here for the Kansas City Royals. The 0-1 to Kinsler. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kinsler's numbers on the year good. 276, 15 home runs, 85 RBIs. The 1-1. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think it's safe to say with Kinsler coming over in the Prince Fielder deal, Fielder obviously missed almost the entire year with the injury. The Tigers got the better end of that deal. He's been great for this team.
I give him a lot of credit. You know, he lost some weight in the offseason, 15 to 20 pounds, realizing he was going to a bigger park. Wanted to get more into a game of spraying the ball around.
Back up the middle. Infante, nice play, gets to his feet. That's what this team is known for, their defense.
Well, that is an excellent play by Infante. Terrific range. Makes the play by being able to get to his feet and set himself. Rather than rushing it, veteran player knows how much time he has. The way he sets his feet, squares up the shoulders, and makes a strong throw to first base.
A good start for the Royals. A good play defensively, and now Torrey Hunter will step to the plate. Torrey Hunter, kind of like the ageless wonder. 286, 16 home runs, 80 RBIs. He looks the same as he did 10 years ago. First pitch in the air, center field. Gerard Dyson is there. And 2 away.
2 batters. First pitch swinging each time. Now you have to deal with this guy, but I think this is the key for the game for James Shields. To get to the middle of the lineup, Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez, J.D. Martinez, with the bases as clean as you can keep them. Give yourself some wiggle room.
It almost reminds me of the Red Sox when they had Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. You had to face those guys with nobody on base.
Not to say that it makes it easier because these guys are so dangerous, but it does help you limit the damage when he does put the ball in play.
And the first pitch is down low to Cabrera for ball 1. What a difference a year makes. Last year, Miguel Cabrera was hobbling towards the playoffs. This year, look what he's done in September.
It's amazing that first in Major League Baseball in slugging percentage this month.
On the inside corner, first strike, 1-1.
Right behind him, second in baseball is J.D. Martinez, and 10th is Victor Martinez. That's the kind of damage you're talking about here. 3, 4, 5. Nice run on this 2-seamer by Shields. You can watch the way that Perez's glove has to work. That's the one that can bend back your thumb. That's had that much movement.
The 1-1 from Shields. Missing low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. 95 miles per hour from James Shields.
Yeah, again, pitching out of motion. I mean, typically he should be in the 93, 94 range, but no doubt he's fired up for this one today. Loves these games.
The 2-1 from Shields. Now 3 balls and a strike. A good hitter's count here for Cabrera. Dangerous pitch. Cabrera, this is crazy. I mean, it's been that type of a year for him. Just 23 home runs, 0 home runs in 56 at-bats this year against the Royals.
It's hard to believe. Obviously, this staff, especially the arms out of the bullpen, have strikeout stuff. But see Shields being careful here. The base is empty with Miguel.
The 3-1. Good pitch to hit. Fouls it back. I like that from Shields, though, going right at him on 3-1.
I think he really wants to establish the tone here. You know, he's really known for the changeup, even though this year he hasn't thrown it quite as often as he did last year. You'll definitely see it more to left-handed hitters. But I think he's establishing a tone here with the fastball and going after the hitters.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the first. The payoff pitch from Shields. And Cabrera stays alive. Again, going at him with the fastball.
And you can see he shook the off-speed pitch to get to the fastball. Doubled it up in a very good spot as well. Down and away. Be very careful, though, about showing him 3 pitches in the same area at the same speed.
The 3-2. Ground ball, shortstop. Escobar gobbles it up. And a 1-2-3 inning worked by James Shields. We're through a half inning of play, no score, and the Royals coming up. Bell, sometimes you got to live Moss. Alcides Escobar bats lead off. Nori Aoki, who's red hot, bats second. Josh Willingham will DH and bat third. Alex Gordon cleans things up. Salvador Perez bats fifth. Batting sixth is Eric Hosmer. The bottom third of the order, Omar Infante, Mike Moustakas, and Gerard Dyson to face Max Scherzer, who followed up his Cy Young season with another good one this year.
Well, to me, he's a lot like Shields. Really a type A competitor on the mound, and you'll see it when the Royals get runners in scoring position. You'll see the velocity go up. He will save his bullets. Keep an eye on the velocity early.
First pitch to Escobar is up and in for ball one. Alcides Escobar on the season, 275, 3 home runs, 47 RBIs. Don't crowd the plate.
Yeah, that cruising speed for the fastball, low 90s now.
Escobar gets into one to left field. JD Martinez going back, looks up, this one hops the wall. Escobar will stop at second base with a leadoff double.
No, he's not your typical leadoff hitter, but he gets one of those cruising speed fastballs I talked about and hammers it. Then Yost moved him up in the lineup about a week and a half ago, from the bottom of the lineup to the top. And he jumps on this get-me-over fastball from Scherzer.
The 32nd double of the year for Alcides Escobar, and now a runner in scoring position with the hottest hitter on the planet at the plate in Nori Aoki.
One of the best contact hitters in all of baseball. I know he wants to pull the ball and move the runner over here in this situation, but he's so hot, I wouldn't really compromise the at-bat too much by just trying to get it on the ground to second base.
He's 13 for his last 16 at the plate. And he does bunt. Scherzer retires him, sacrifice 1-4, down to third base goes Escobar.
I gotta tell you, I'm not in love with the play. You just mentioned just incredible numbers, how hot, the hottest hitter in all of baseball, giving himself up. That's not bunting for a hit. He squared around early enough to make sure pure sacrifice situation. Fundamental point of view, perfect. Get the runner over to third. Infield comes in, less than 2 outs. Try to take the first run of the game. I get all that. But I want to see Aoki swing the bat.
Well, now it's up to Josh Willingham, who will hit with the infield in and 1 out here in the bottom half of the first.
Now, this is when you keep your eye on the velocity of Max Scherzer. This is when he wants to go find that extra gear.
Starts him off with a breaking ball low and outside for ball 1.
Willingham's a very patient hitter. He's looking for something he can get up to drive into the outfield, a big part of the field. Anything that he can lift.
The 1-0 from Scherzer. Good slider, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Doubled up on the slider here. Willingham reacting to C's fastball and disappears the last 10 feet before the plate.
A leadoff double by Escobar, sacrifice bunt by Aoki, and now Willingham at the plate trying to get this first run in. In there for a strike, 1 and 2. Now what do you come back with here if you're Scherzer?
Well, he's definitely in strikeout mode right here. He doesn't want to concede a run. Pitches way out with a strikeout pitch. To me, it's the slider. He hasn't shown the fastball above the hands yet, but confidence he seems to have early in this slider, to me, is where he goes. And he shook to get to the fastball away.
The 1-2. Fastball misses up high. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a bad miss, though. I think now you can come back with that slider. First time he showed him the pitch above his hands.
Last night, the Royals 0 for 5 in scoring position, losing 10-1. An early opportunity here in this one. The 2-2. Slider, he went around, says Angel Hernandez. A big strikeout for Max Scherzer.
Yeah, that's the strikeout pitch. That's the wipeout slider. Looks like fastball set up by the previous pitch. And Angel Hernandez from behind the plate makes the call on this. I thought it was a borderline, but the bat did carry across the plate. Now the infield goes back to regular depth.
Alex Gordon, 268, 19 home runs, 70 RBIs. It's early in this game, but this is one of those moments where you need Alex Gordon to step up and get a run if you're the Royals.
There's no doubt about it. Max Scherzer knows that.
First pitch breaking ball misses low and inside for a ball.
2 outs, runners in scoring position this year. Hitters are hitting 192 against Max Scherzer. He loves these situations, but I think especially because you played for 1 run. You gave up an out to move the run over to play for 1. Big at bat right here for Gordon.
Another breaking ball, this time on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's one of the issues with sacrificing with Aoki. You've got a strikeout pitcher on the mound. You know he's going to go for that strikeout the next guy up. Fastball fouled back. Now 1 and 2. Scherzer trying to get out of a jam here in the first.
Just so many options now. You have to cover with 2 strikes on Scherzer. You saw the slider to Willingham. the curveball is more his breaking ball of choice to left-handed hitters. And of course, he's got that power changeup as well.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on at third. The 1-2. Fastball is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Going back to Aoki with a sacrifice bunt. Do you think that was called from the dugout or on his own?
He could have done that on his own. There's no way to know for certain, but he clearly wanted to give himself up. I didn't have a problem with bunting for a hit.
The 2-2. Changeup rolled over, foul. Stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alex Gordon in the month of August started getting people talking about him in the MVP race. Really helped this team out. He could really help his team out right now.
9 home runs in August right here, obviously. Just needs a base hit somewhere.
Scherzer's 2-2. Fastball got him swinging. Max Scherzer gets out of the jam here in the first, leaving a runner at third with back-to-back strikeouts. Strikes out Willingham, strikes out Gordon. We're through 1 scoreless game. For Detroit, scoreless game. And how about the Martinez boys here for Detroit this year? Victor Martinez, JD Martinez. Victor's having a career year. 335, that's second in the American League. A career high 31 home runs. Just 40 strikeouts, and this guy came out of nowhere.
It's an unbelievable story. I think, along with Steve Pearce in Baltimore, two of the better stories of the season. You talk about unexpected power. And this guy right here, you won't see anybody grind out at bats better than Victor Martinez.
A 970 OPS. First pitch, line drive left field. Gordon is there, 1 away. You know, a big question mark coming into this year was when Prince Fielder got dealt, who was going to protect Miguel Cabrera? Well, Victor Martinez has done a heck of a job, and JD Martinez has just supplanted that and backed him up.
You mean you sound surprised? You didn't expect that when he got released by the Astros, signed by the Tigers, and assigned to their minor league camp and then to Toledo. You didn't see that coming?
You know what? I'm sorry. I just didn't see it coming.
Nobody in baseball did, not even Detroit. I mean, Brad Ausmus told us they thought he'd be a good bat off the bench.
First pitch fastball misses down low and outside to J.D. Martinez. I mean, that's remarkable.
Well, it's a great story. I mean, it really began last year. He was hurt, unable to play, and started doing some studying of his swing. Didn't like what he saw.
Fouled back, 1 ball and 1 strike. We've got Ken Rosenthal joining us from down on the field. Ken, what do you have about J.D. Martinez?
Well, Justin, Torrey Hunter telling me yesterday that he recalled a batting practice session at Comerica Park last year. J.D. was with the Astros. Torrey was watching with Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder, and they were watching him hit balls left field, center field, right field, out, all fields, and they wondered, why doesn't this guy play? In that same series, J.D. Martinez hit a home run off Max Scherzer.
Well, now they got him.
Yeah. But you know what? It's a completely different swing. And that's why I said last year when he was hurt at the end of the season, he reevaluated his swing. He really wasn't using his lower half at all. Had a really tremendous uppercut path to the ball. So he started looking at videotape of other hitters and picked out what he liked.
1-2's in the dirt.
And he wouldn't tell me who, but he said he liked one particular hitter, found out who was the coach, personal coach of that hitter, contacted that coach. And again, he said the coach didn't want his name out there. And really began to revamp his swing, went to Venezuela with that completely different swing. And this is the result. He says, I'm a very different hitter than what I was last year. The power was always there, different swing.
2-2, got him with an off-speed pitch. The first strikeout of the game for James Shields.
Yeah, that's that power changeup we see from Shields. Great downward action. Again, you can tell by the movement of the mitt of Sal Perez.
Today's telecast is sponsored by the new Dollar Cravings menu at Taco Bell. Live Moss. 2 outs here, top of the second, no score. The Tigers and the Royals battling for the American League Central. The Tigers with a 1.5 game lead. Nick Castellanos at the plate.
And careful first pitch right here.
Takes the first pitch for a ball low and outside.
The reason I say that, he swings at the first pitch more than anybody in baseball, and with success. He hits .403 when he puts the first pitch into play. After that, he's a .240 hitter.
Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. We talked about the question mark with Prince Fielder being dealt. Who backs up Miguel Cabrera in the lineup? Who protects him? People were shocked when, Castellanos was going to be the opening day third baseman. I don't think a lot of people thought he would be there every day, and he put up these numbers.
I mean, you look at the left side of the infield today, and for most of the season, 2 rookies not playing like rookies.
Ground ball third base. Moustakas is there. Low throw. Hosmer with a nice pick. Eric Hosmer picks up his friend from across the diamond. He's got one of the best gloves at first base in the American League. That's why. We go to the bottom half of the second, no score.